To be very honest with you, when I do Dr. King and I'm performing, it's as if Dr. King takes over.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
It's like the spirit of Dr. King comes into the room.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
If you listen to the majority of his speeches right now, it's right in line with what we're dealing with today.
Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
My name is Stefan Ferguson. I travel across the world performing as the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I am the only person who is licensed by the King Estate to perform the works of Dr. King. I used to be a DJ. We took some of Dr. King's old records, and as we were mixing them in, I began to emulate some of Dr. King's old records, particularly I Have a Dream. A good friend of mine said, man, you sound just like Dr. King. You should really consider taking your work to another level. I realized that it was a gift that God had given me to continue the work and the legacy of Dr. King.
Let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring.
I've been performing as Dr. King for about 15 years. I get a lot of requests to perform in different areas, from Madrid, Spain, London, England. I've been honored to get recognition from a lot of great people. President Barack Obama reached out to me. I have a letter thanking me for my work, so that was a very powerful recognition. I've even gotten that from King family members.
I speak for the entire family that we know of no one who can actually sound like my uncle.
God loves all of his children.
His cadence is unique. It has a slow Southern drawl to it, but a sophistication at the same time. And Stefan just really flatters us all with the way that he's able to bring my uncle's voice back to life.
I believe it resonates with people because we're living in a time that we need it. With all the hatred, the divisiveness, the things that we see in the world, I think it really inspires people to stand up, to speak out. I may get to the age where it's going to be difficult, but I'll still be trying to do it.
We're a big group of strong women that takes risks riding motorcycles all the time in the city, which takes a set of steel ovaries, in my opinion. But we want to help babies. Who says no to babies? The club delivers processed and pasteurized donor breast milk to mothers and babies in need, both to NICUs in hospitals and to private homes. We focus our service on women's health issues, so this is a complete fit for what we try to do as a club. The call for milk can come at any time. You can be anywhere. We pull up to the dock at the New York Milk Bank.
Hi!
Julie brings out the milk that's been pre-packaged in freezer bags and boxes. We strap it down to the motorcycles, zip away.
When we opened up the milk bank, I was actually stuck in traffic with my husband and saw a motorcycle rider illegally driving up the center lane. And I thought, why can't we use motorcyclists to deliver milk in and out of New York? We collect it from women that have an excess amount of milk. We process it, test it, and distribute it to hospitals for premature infants and to the community at large.
Marlo was born 4 months early. I brought Marlo home after 161 days in the NICU. I stopped producing breast milk, and all of Marlo's doctors required Marlo to continue on breast milk because putting her on formula would gravely endanger her life. I had to find a way to be able to give my daughter breast milk, and I found donor milk. Since then, we've been getting deliveries from the milk bank. We get delivery once a month. It's 330 bottles of 3 ounces. The sound of those motorcycles is the sound of hope. Hi! They're bringing life, liquid life. For a small baby who they don't know. Every time I give Marlo a bottle, I start to think about what's in there. It's not just one woman's work. I know the hard work, energy, labor, love, dedication, and sacrifice that goes into every ounce. We don't waste a drop around here. It's priceless.
I think the homeless in general just feel that they've been completely forgotten by society, that nobody cares about them, nobody cares if they wake up tomorrow. They might even feel like they think that people hope that they don't wake up tomorrow. And I didn't think that anybody should have to feel like that. So I decided that when I became a PA, that I wanted to focus on the homeless population. So street medicine is really a program that was born out of the idea that everybody matters. We see that there are certain segments of the population that just don't access healthcare the way everybody else does. Because Allentown is a relatively small city, it is still surrounded by woods. So most of the homeless you're not going to see sleeping outside on the street. So they go live in the woods in tents. So that's usually where we have to go to find our patients. I have a backpack with over 20 medications. We have an EKG machine. We do point of care testing where we can get different blood work. The whole idea is to deliver quality care on site in a place where the patient feels comfortable. Do you still have that inhaler, Mike?
Yeah.
How often are you using it?
102/68.
98.4.
Everything we do is completely free. We provide free medications, free labs, free diagnostic studies, so they don't need insurance. And we have the same incredible people that see them all the time. They get to know us and trust us, and we're lucky enough that they allow us to help them. Okay, just breathe normal. Doing this job can be extremely difficult. You just see things that are really hard to see and sometimes feel helpless. But one of the things that I always try to do is just try and completely forget myself in it. To remember that this is not about me at all, it's just about the patients. It doesn't matter if I'm tired, it doesn't matter if I'm frustrated with trying to help somebody. It just doesn't matter about me, it matters about them. So I try and focus on them and their needs.
Ketika kita bisa difabel, untuk akses transportasi umum sangat sulit sekali. Karena saya juga seorang difabel, sehingga saya ingin memberikan sesuatu ke teman-teman dari masalah yang kita hadapi tentang transportasi. Nama saya Triyono sebagai founder sekaligus CEO di Divacity Tour and Transport. Kita uniknya satu pelakunya difabel semua gitu kan, dan kita prioritas pelayanan juga terhadap teman-teman difabel. Mungkin kalau dihitung kita sudah mengantarkan dari 2015 ke 2017 ribuan orang yang berkebutuhan khusus yang berhasil kita mobilisasi. Bahkan teman-teman yang istilahnya di pelosok-pelosok pun bisa kita mobilisasi. Identifikasi penumpangnya nomor satu dulu, waktu, tempat, dan kebutuhan yang harus kita sediakan. Kita motor ada dua jenis ya, yang satu single seat hanya untuk tempat duduk, yang satu lagi untuk wheelchair, untuk kursi roda. Sebelum kita Diva ini berjalan, mereka tidak bisa bergerak, akhirnya depresi. Dulu kita hanya berpikir sederhana bisa nganter mereka kemana gitu terus pulang lagi, kita nggak pernah membayangkan akan impact-nya sebesar ini. Jadi kebanggaan yang luar biasa bagi kami.
Lifeline can go wherever Indian Railway has place for us, so practically all of India. It was the first hospital train on wheels. Lifeline Express has been around for about 25 years. There has been over 1 million patient encounters since it started and over 100,000 surgeries. I am Dr. Roop Gursahani. I am a neurologist. The mission has been to take medical services to the people wherever deprivation, disability and poverty coexist. Rural India doesn't really have much of healthcare facilities. Lifeline Express has operation theatres, an area for consultations and minor procedures, and coaches for office space and so on. The Lifeline Express focuses on cataract surgeries, issues like cleft lip and cleft palate, epilepsy, breast and oral cancer, and family planning. Before the project happens, there is publicity in the markets, in the town, then there are posters put up. There are patients that are coming around from the surrounding areas. There are some days when I've seen close to 100 patients in a day. At every project, we get at least about 25 to 30 voluntary doctors. And then there are about 25 to 30 doctors who come in from the location itself. Our patients are grateful for what we do for them. And I see it as a way to give back. I think empathy, letting them know that whatever is possible is being done, and more importantly, hearing them out. It all is part of the healing process.